Welcome back, VI Poos, to Party Pooper video number 2.
Live another day.
Thank you all so much for your support on the first video. I was overwhelmed by the love and the comments and the feedback. And speaking of feedback, someone mentioned the fact that a lot of people with Crohn's and colitis aren't able to drink or go to festivals, much less even be able to get out of bed unless it's to poop, and we already established that even that can be a challenge at times. I'm planning to take Party Pooper on all kinds of exciting adventures, including Coachella this year. But first, I want to talk about all of the things that I missed last year and how I think that in some cases, FOMO might have been the cause. I'd say I was diagnosed with FOMO at about the age of 13. The symptoms were obvious. Inability to turn down a party invite or tickets to a concert, and sometimes not being able to call in sick to work when I really should. I probably waited longer than I should have to go to a doctor when I first got sick, and part of the reason was the fear of something serious being wrong with me, and it was also partly FOMO. I was afraid that if I went to the doctor, I would be told I couldn't work, I might miss something at work, or might miss an event or a friend's birthday. After I was diagnosed, I spent almost a month in the hospital. I ended up missing the Death Cab for Cutie interview, then the Juno Awards, and then I had to cancel my trip to Coachella. It was absolutely heartbreaking, and I've never felt FOMO on that level before. Sometimes I wonder if maybe I didn't have such bad FOMO. Maybe I would have rested more, maybe I would have gone to the doctor sooner, maybe I wouldn't have ended up as sick for as long. There's no real way to say whether or not that would have made a difference, but it definitely crosses my mind. When you have a chronic illness, you spend a lot of time sick in bed,
Praying for a miracle.
curled up in a ball of pain,
Said it ain't never over.
running to the bathroom,
When I thought it was over.
oh no, and sporting one of these. What do you say we grab an IV drip over in the West Wing later? Yeah? No? Yeah. Okay. Jokes aside, I can't tell you enough how important it is to listen to your body when it's telling you something is wrong. Taking the time to rest and get better might mean missing out on some of the fun stuff, but the sooner you get better, the sooner that you're in control of what you miss. Even if you're not sick, you're just tired. If your body's telling you to rest, rest so that you don't get sick. Pick and choose which events you go to. At least that way it's in your control, because when you get sick and something big's coming up, too bad. Some Crohn's and colitis patients don't have the luxury of getting to pick and choose when they go out because they can't get out of bed at all for sometimes days, weeks, months. It's important to appreciate and value your health. Rest when your body tells you to. Maybe going to 3 concerts instead of 5 is the better call. Maybe you don't need to go out Friday and Saturday. Fear of missing out is so silly because I guarantee you there is going to be another party, another concert, or another event. There always will be. Yeah, it sucks having to miss out. It really does. And you're sitting at home sick and you're going through your social media and you're seeing all the fun everyone's having. But remember, people only post the best parts of their life on social media. Maybe 5 minutes of that party was awesome. The rest of it could have totally sucked. You don't know. What sucks more is getting stuck in bed longer because you didn't take the time to rest. FOMO. Value your health, know when to rest, and don't let FOMO get the best of you. And FOMO, if you're listening, we're on to you. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Party Pooper. I hope that you guys enjoyed the content. Next week I'm going to be talking about things that are bad for most people, but good for people with Crohn's and colitis. There are some perks. Bye, VI Poos.
Life is worth living, so live another day.
It is absolutely possible to have a chronic illness and still live and still be living the dream.